This is the gallon that we made of our own liquid fertilizer. Good morning and welcome to the Shire project off-grid. So we'll try to keep you updated as stuff starts to grow and come back. We'll talk about Tennessee, this clay soil, what's going on here at the Shire as it happens. And I'll try to make at least 2 videos a month this year until winter hits, and then I go back into hibernation. Say hi to the camera, boo. This one here is not going to help me plant anything this year. You gonna get your hands dirty this year? No. If you're new here to the channel, we are completely off-grid, 100% solar. Our solar battery is aging. That battery is well over 10 years old and it's still going strong. It's at 80% of its total power, which is 13 kilowatts, and I think we could pull about 11 kilowatts out of that. Winter is just ending here as it's getting closer to March. We're getting cloudy days and we're getting sunny days. On the sunny days, the battery's full. 60 amp charge controller, that's 40 to 60 amps, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And on cloudy days like this, we only get about 10 to 15 if we're lucky. And that will bring the battery up to 30 to 40%. Going to go through a quick look over what spring looks like. Some things have held over from winter. A couple of the brassicas. I think we got some radish growing. There's a couple of kale plants out there. I've been picking at them, feeding the chickens. We have some compost that's 50% finished, which is the leaf mold, which is about 70%, maybe about 20% food scraps that we throw in there, whatever's left over. We try to eat everything we can. Sometimes you can't. And then probably about the rest of it's going to be about 10% chicken manure, because you kind of need that stuff. If you're going to grow food and you got the room for it, you should have chickens. Somewhere close to almost March 1st. In 2 weeks, the weather will warm up here and we'll get to planting on this 3/4 cleared acre behind me. So if that gave them something green to eat besides pellets all winter. We have been feeding back half their eggshells and keeping the other half for drying in the microwave for a few minutes and then turning that into a powder and saving that up so that we have a calcium source that once we put on here will last many, many, many years for just one application. Not only do they provide meat, eggs, they're also garden and farm workers. They like to get rid of the bug population. They scratch up the ground, aerating it. They add manure everywhere. They work on the compost pile for free. I don't have to pay them. There's bugs. There's all sorts of grubs from the beetles, worms in there, and whatever else is dug in for the winter that nestled into that warm space. When we seed start, we'll be heading down to Gail. She has the only mini greenhouse in this neck of the woods. So she's going to help us get some seeds started, and in turn, she can take whatever she wants. Free seeds for everybody, pretty much, you know. You help out, get something, take something. Some cool new things we're going to try out. That's going to be Sakura, can I say it? Sakura melons and vine peach. And those are like fist size, a little bit bigger than fist size, personal melons. Cantaloupe and watermelon have been like pulling teeth here. When the sun in the summer hits, it's so hot, everything dries and burns, and we definitely have to get the drip irrigation that I bought 2 years ago installed and get that working. Once the irrigation pond is done, I'll be able to pump and pull up from that, set it to the drip irrigation lines, and then water everything normally, and stuff will grow. That there is our 50,000 gallon pond that was dug in by our neighbor Clyde. Thank you, sir, very much. We appreciate all the help on getting us in giving us a better chance to grow food by collecting rainwater and having that pond situated. It still needs a liner. A lot of the runoff that has come down the hill has settled in there, and a lot of that dissolved clay is basically sealed the bottom. It does hold water if it's a heavy rain for a few days, but it's not completely perfect, so that drains out in a short period. So I'll show you in the film here, behind that pond, there's approximately a 20 to 25 by 40 foot area. That we're going to be hitting with a heavy dose of seeds that was gifted to us by our friend David Bowtie. But we're going to be covering most of the Shire in that, and with that curse comes a blessing as it repairs the soil and adds a lot of, as it alters the soil by putting roots in the ground, starts to break it up, adds organic matter to all this wonderful yellow Tennessee clay. Here was some Worcestershire sauce, not Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire sauce. And it was the liquid tea, nitrogen tea from all the greens that we collected and pulled up and put in a little 2.5 gallon bucket. I let that rot for 2 years just to do an extract. We made 1.5 gallons worth of our own fertilizer from that. It's in 3 different grades. There's the top pull-off that I blended with some Miracle Grow. Then there's the other 2 bottles, which is the top extract and the bottom extract. And there's 2 different colors. So I'll show you what those extracts look like. I'll go grab those now. This here is what we would normally use. This concentration is your typical NPK that you buy out of the stores, and you mix it with water. Even if they are heavy feeders, you should have compost on that. When your plants first get started, make sure you dilute your fertilizer down so you don't burn them up. Here we have our own liquid fertilizer. You can tell that this bottle is the top pour. And that's all the lees that settle out of solution. And this bottle is the bottom pour. So side by side comparison, this is a lot lighter. They both have to be diluted. It's a 1 to 20 mixture. This 1 gallon here makes 20 gallons of fertilizer. Does it smell? It's got a liquid fertilizer smell to it. I think we're gonna stick with our current logo. It was really well designed, so I'm not gonna change it this year. So everything you see on YouTube here with the rainbow colored came out pretty good. I don't feel like doing that over, so I'm gonna stick with that. Oh, they let the dogs out. Gonna end this. That's a no. Thanks for watching the Shire project, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you later. All right, we're out of here. Dilute your liquid fertilizer when your plants first start getting. When your plants first start.
We're done.